part of a century, we've all been taught to think about our minds in a very specific way, that they're basically computers. But what if that incredibly powerful idea is actually built on a huge mistake?
I mean, it's everywhere, right? The idea that the mind is a computer. But the book we're digging into, Against Cognitivism, makes a really bold claim. It says that not only is this metaphor wrong, it's actively holding back our understanding of what it even means to be human.
So, before we can really get into the critique, we have to understand the idea itself. How did we even start thinking of our brains as just some kind of biological hardware in the first place?
Okay, so what is cognitivism anyway? Well, in a nutshell, it's the theory that your thoughts are basically just computations. It pictures your brain as the hardware, and your thoughts, that's the software, running on a set of internal rules and processing these little mental models of the world. Now, this idea didn't just pop up out of nowhere. Oh no. Its roots go way back, centuries actually, to the philosopher Descartes, who famously split the mind from the body. Then you fast forward to the 1950s, right at the dawn of the computer age, and boom, this old idea finds its perfect modern metaphor, and it kicks off a cognitive revolution that pretty much still dominates psychology today.
You see, Descartes was on this quest for certainty, for clear and distinct ideas, a bit like you'd find in mathematics. And it was that very search for a clean, predictable, rule-based system of knowledge that laid the perfect groundwork for the computer model of the mind to take over.
But what happens when this clean, rule-based model smacks into the messy reality of an actual human body? Well, this is where the whole idea starts to show some really serious cracks.
So check out this quote from John Dewey, one of America's most brilliant philosophers. And what was this humiliating experience he's talking about? It was something incredibly simple, trying to sit down in a chair. No, I'm serious.
Here's what happened. Dewey was given a new, very precise set of instructions on how to sit. Intellectually, he understood them perfectly. He had the knowledge, the software, no problem. But when he actually tried to do it, his body just wouldn't cooperate. His brain power was totally useless. And this led him to a huge insight. Knowing what to do and being able to do it are two completely different things.
And this story just blows a huge hole in the whole mind as computer theory. I mean, if the mind is just a computer running a program, then knowing the rules should be enough, right? But Dewey's failure shows that human action is rooted in something else, in embodied skill, in habit, in a kind of knowledge that you just can't reduce to a set of commands. This isn't just some funny philosophical party trick, it's a central piece of evidence against cognitivism. It's a real-world example of how that neat, tidy computer metaphor completely breaks down the second it meets the messy reality of a living, moving body. All right, so using Dewey's failure as a launch pad, the book really broadens its attack, moving from that one story to a full-blown challenge of the entire computer metaphor. And this challenge was not popular with the establishment. Just listen to this actual review from a major psychology journal. When your ideas provoke that kind of reaction, you know you've hit a pretty big nerve. People were clearly not happy to have their foundational beliefs questioned. So here's the fundamental conflict, side by side. The computer view says the mind is internal, something private happening in your head. It's based on rules. The alternative, this embodied view, says no, the mind isn't just in your head. It exists in the interaction between you and your environment. It's based on skill, not rules. And it perceives the world directly without needing to build a little model of it first. So when you boil it down, the critique is actually pretty simple. The computer metaphor forces us to see the mind as a brain in a box, totally isolated. And when it does that, it cuts us off from the very things that make us human: our bodies, our world, and each other.
So, if we toss out the brain in a box model, what are we left with? If the mind isn't a computer, then what is it? Well, the book proposes a really powerful alternative. This new vision is built on three main pillars. First, the mind is embodied. Thinking isn't separate from doing. It's all part of the same skillful action. Second, it's social. Our minds are shaped from the day we're born by our relationships and our culture. And third, it's situated. We are creatures embedded in a world, and we perceive that world directly.
So this is the new metaphor we should be using. Forget the computer crunching code in isolation. Instead, picture a living, breathing organism constantly and skillfully interacting with its environment, finding meaning in the world as it moves through it.
And hey, this isn't just one person's wild opinion. This new vision is built by a huge range of thinkers, from ecological psychologists who study how we perceive the world, to phenomenologists who focus on our actual lived experience. They're all coming together to build a better foundation for understanding the mind.
So we're left with this really powerful question. By challenging the computer metaphor, this book forces us to throw out our simplest explanation for the mind. It leaves us in a more complex, maybe a messier, but definitely a more accurate place, asking us to rethink the very nature of what it is to think, to perceive, and to be.